Hey guys, what's good? I have a good story for y'all. And if you read the title, you already know what this story's about. Someone nearly broke into our guest room. So we were at Myrtle Beach. It took us forever to get there, and we were all really tired. I was disappointed that we couldn't at least go to the water park. So first we stopped by like some restaurant, got something to eat. Then we went to the store. Well, my dad went to the store. Me and my mom went home. Um, my dad took me and my mom home because we were tired. We wanted to sit down and watch TV, and he went to the store and got some food. And we brought that home. We got it for breakfast. We got some for breakfast. We really went out for lunch, and we ate dinner at home as well. Well, not really home, the guest room, but I just called it home because it felt so nice. So we just stayed there, and yeah, the first night we all were really tired from the long drive. It took us about 3 hours trying to get there, and we were all really tired. And it was like 3 or 4 o'clock, and I was disappointed that we couldn't at least go out to the beach. But all we really did was hang out, watch TV all day. I talked about how scared of the beach I was because I wanted to go to the water park, and I was afraid of the waves. I was afraid they might take me away. And there was a program on news where a lady actually got taken away by the waves, and I kept calling Myrtle Beach Murder Beach because it sounded like murder. So when my mom said we were going to Myrtle Beach, I heard it like murder. And so I was really scared because I was young. I was 8, 9. I was on the bridge of turning 9 when this happened. So I think it was last summer in June. And I was on the bridge turning 9, and I was so scared. I had a wild imagination back then. I had to have a lamp because I was afraid of monsters that could have lurked around my room or in the closet. I was afraid to have the closet open back then, and I still am to this day. This is why I have my teddy bear. But I don't know. But what really got me afraid that night was that somebody tried to break in. I know it sounds crazy, like who in the world is so monstrous enough that they'd try to break in? But I don't even know what happened that night. Like, it sounded like 8 people were outside the door, and they were trying to break in, and they were like giggling and talking, and it was like blah blah blah. And so I went over to my mom and shook her awake, and I was like, Mom, listen. And so she heard all the people talking, and she heard the doorknob jiggling. And so we went over to the doorknob and we started wiggling to make sure it was our doorknob and the people next door weren't being loud. And so she was like, just go back to bed and don't say anything. And so we woke up the next morning, and what made me so mad was it was continuous every night at the same time for the same period. It was like they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't just go away. Like, they jiggled at the door for 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, and it was like, oh my god, we couldn't get 2 hours and 1 hour, 30 minutes of sleep. I hated it. It was absolute bull. So, finally, the second day I came, and they did it again. And so my mom had told my dad about it, and he was in on it, so he stayed up with us to make sure that they wouldn't do it again. And they did it again. So on the third day, we came up with a plan. And so if they did it again, my dad would go out there and see what's up. So it turned out that it was actually 6 people outside the door, and it sounded like a freaking crowd of 8. This is how loud they were. And then what made it so bad is it was like a few teens, 21-year-old, and there was a girl out there with her, like they were all together, and there was another woman who looked a few years younger than the 21-year-old, and so my dad opened the door and was like, what are y'all doing here? And so they were like, oh, we're so sorry, sir. We didn't mean to disturb you. like you thought this was all real. And they looked drunk. They looked dope. They're not dope. They looked drugged out. And I don't even know. They just looked so drugged out, but they didn't act like it. They didn't smell like it. And like me and my mom were there right next to Daddy. And he was like, oh, so we were just messing around, playing coke around here. And my dad said, you shouldn't be doing things like this. Go back to your room and stop messing with people. He's like, oh, yes, sir. And they ran so fast down that, that little not railway, that little balcony that you can walk on to get down from the high place to the hotel. Yeah, they ran down there, and their arms were so big and so long. It was luxurious, but they ran down. And it was funny to see their little legs just run. And so we went back to sleep, and we didn't have to worry about them for a long time. Because the second we woke up, the second we had to be packing up and leaving. And we spent one last time at a restaurant, and we went home. And I was just like, that was a crazy vacation. And like me, my mom, and my dad all agreed that we are not going anywhere to any beach anytime soon. Because that was scary as it was. Like, I don't want to experience that again, ever. But yeah, it was fun. And yeah. So if you meet me, don't expect me to go to any kind of beach resort with you because I'm afraid of the waves. But yeah, that's story time for me. I'll see y'all next week. And one last time. Hold on. Wait. Just look at these beautiful girls on the screen. What does that say? Something I will kill you. Something. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope it gave you a good laugh, some fright. I don't know. I hope you liked it. I don't really care because I'm over with the story. It gave me a fright. Like, you don't know what it's like to have people try to break in, because it's a joke. But this is Pinky Reacts here. Hope you enjoyed the story. And like always, signing out. Bye bye, guys.